All right. Good evening, everyone. Get this camera situated here. Welcome, everyone. Once again, it is Friday night. It is 7 p.m., and that can only mean one thing. It is time, once again, for our weekly 1 hour live stream. What's up, Mark? What's up, Karen? What's up, Matt? How you guys doing? Hope everyone's had a great week. So let's kick off things as we always do. Joining us on the shelf this week. Almost forgot Max. Hi, Max. Welcome. So, this week we've got on the shelf the big USS United States joining us again. The next shelf down, we've got DD 661 USS Kidd. She hasn't been with us in a while. Next to her, USS New Orleans right there, CA 32. Hasn't been with us in a while either. And on the bottom, last but certainly not least, Mighty Mo, the USS Missouri. Mark says, very hot week. Yes, it's been brutally hot here, and it's going to continue to be for the next 3 or 4 months. So, Matt doing good watching your stream and looking at guns online. Interesting. So, guys, speaking of the 3 ships that we've got up here, I've got a question. Aside from the USS New Orleans, we're looking at the Missouri, we're looking at the Kidd, we're looking at the Big U. Does anyone know, aside from the USS New Orleans, what do these 3 ships have in common? Does anyone know? Take a wild guess. See if you can figure it out. I notice Wolf's not here yet. I wonder if Wolf's going to be joining us this week. Specifically an M1 Garand. Interesting. I hope Wolf joins us this week. He doesn't want to miss this out. Oh, Mark, yay guns. Matt, did they float? Well, yeah, they have that in common. No, Mark, they're not all warships. The Big U was never used as a warship. So, I'll go ahead and give you the answer what I'm looking for. The one thing that they all have in common, that is the Big U, the Kidd, and the Missouri, they all still exist for now. We got some more, I got something to share with you guys about the SS United States. Yes, there you go, Max. They're still around. But before we get into that, guys, I have to show you concerning one of my shorts. Mark, you are also correct. All out of service. None of them are ever going to re-enter service. Whether or not the Big U sticks around or not. None of these ships are going back in service. Compared to modern warships, they are completely obsolete. But Last weekend, I made a post or short on the channel uh, about an update for the SS United States. I basically went over the results of the court case. Well, guys, someone responded or left a comment, I should say, on that short. And I thought I would show you guys who left a comment on my short. So check that out. Look who left a comment on my short. This made my day right here. And this actually, I think I got this a little over an hour ago. I saw this comment. The USS Kid Museum, guys. Look at that. Is that not the coolest thing or what? They're talking about my shirt that I got. This is a new shirt that the museum is making in order to help raise funds for the dry docking effort. And that's the shirt that I'm wearing in this short. So how cool was that? That made my day right there. I was like, I can't believe that someone at the museum actually saw my short and then replied. Again, made my day. But first things first, guys. Yesterday, I got an email from the SS United States Conservancy, and I'm going to go ahead and read that email or some of it to you guys real quick. It's a bit lengthy, so you guys will have to bear with me. Let's see. The email is titled "An Urgent Plea for Help." And it says, "Dear Conservancy supporter," and they have my email because I made a donation to the ship last year. After a lengthy legal dispute, the U.S. District Court in Philadelphia ruled last week that the SS United States must leave her long-standing pier by September 12th. While we are pleased with the court that our landlord could not arbitrarily double our dockage fees, America's flagship now urgently needs a new home. The ship that once smashed all records as she sped across the Atlantic Ocean is now in an intense race against time to remain safely afloat. America's flagship faces twin threats to her survival. The lawsuit and subsequent court ruling give us a very limited window to secure a new home for the ship and raise the resources for moving costs and ongoing expenses. We must do both to avoid the tragic fate that we have all worked so hard to prevent for more than a decade. In response to the judge's ruling, we've launched an urgent effort to raise $500,000 to help cover the costs of the ship's potential relocation and other essential expenses. More information, blah, 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 blah. Then they post a link. And that's essentially the gist of the email. They go on, and talk more about the ship and whatnot. But that's kind of the gist of, where we're at with the big U right now. Hey, Aaron, welcome. How are you doing this evening, my friend? How has your week been? I will say I did go ahead. I made a donation to the ship yesterday. I think it's obviously, I don't want the ship scrapped. I don't think anyone here wants to see that happen. So, that's where we're at with the big U right now. So you can go to their website. Tell you what, let me pull up the link to the website real quick, should anyone be interested. So it's ssusc.org is the somebody's playing some really loud music there. ssusc.org is the website for the ship. You can go there and make a donation if you would choose to do so. Disclaimer, I am not affiliated with the SS United States Conservancy. No one's giving me money or anything else to, pimp their website. You guys know it's just something I'm very passionate about. So, yeah. That's where we're at with the Big U. Just going to scroll through a few more pictures of her real quick because we have something else to talk about. Another ship that's very close to the Big U. And this is why I've got the Missouri right there. One last shot of her right here. And we'll be seeing her a bit more in a second as well. So yesterday, guys, as you all know, USS New Jersey went back home. And we're going to take a look at some of the some stills for that. I took some screenshots from some of the media that was covering it. So here we go. Yep. The Black Dragon has returned home. And of course, we know she is certainly safe from any worries about, scrapping and any of that nonsense. But here she is. She's in the Delaware River right here. And, yeah, marked New Jersey Battleship. But yeah, she's in the Delaware River. And if you look over here, you can see the Big U. You can see the tops of her funnels right here. So this is before she reaches the Big U. Mark, yeah, that was a great stream. Yes, I didn't get to. Did anybody get to watch the entire stream? Because I did not get to see the whole stream. So let's move on. This is where she is crossing under the Walt Whitman Bridge. And you can see over here where I'm moving the mouse, you've got some cars right here. From what I understand, because I was watching the stream at this time, and the way I had it, I had the USS New Jersey's YouTube page playing on my phone, and I had whatever the local media station was, they had helicopter footage, and they were just kind of circling the ship. And I had theirs up on the computer watching. So I was getting, dual views of the ship making her journey back. Aaron, I just kind of fast forwarded. Great stuff. Mark, I watched most of both of the streams. Max watched a little bit of it. So anyway, yeah, here she is. She's about to go under the Walt Whitman Bridge, and I was going to talk about these cars right here. At this point on her journey, they radioed ahead, and the bridge was closed to vehicle traffic. The vehicles that are still here on the bridge, they are workers on the bridge, so that's why they are there. And they didn't shut it down because they were worried about a collision or anything. It was more of they were worried about people in their cars that were crossing the bridge being distracted by looking down at the ship and maybe trying to take out their phone and get some video or some some pictures, or slowing down and impeding traffic. That was really the reason why they stopped all the traffic on the bridge. Aaron says, yeah, I saw those guys, the live stream caught it. Ryan Zemansky went up to the very top, whatever the highest level is on the ship that you can go. And I think they said on the way there, they were actually able to talk to some of the people that were working on the bridge. And I think he might have done that again yesterday. Here you go. This is an extreme close-up, obviously. The forward two turrets. You got the bridge here, and you got a bunch of people on the ship. So they had 15 tickets to sell, and anyone could buy them, where you could ride the ship from where it was back to Camden, where it belongs. I never checked to see what the price of those tickets were. If anybody knows, let us know here in the comments or post something in the Discord later, because I would love to know how much people paid for that. Mark says, beautiful ship. She most certainly is. Big, beautiful beast. So this was taken on the bridge, inside the bridge of the New Jersey, looking over at the big U. You can see the big U. Look at the funnels right there. Aaron, you need 3 days to see it all. Aaron, have you done the tour of the New Jersey? Matt, I heard there were a few $1,000s each, referring to the tickets. I would not be surprised at all in the slightest if they were that much. I really wouldn't be. Now, if the kid were to do something like that for the journey back, I'd do everything I could to try and make that happen, but I really don't think that's going to happen. So, just here's another angle. This is just they're getting a little closer to the big U right here. It's amazing, and Steve, when Steve went, he can vouch for how many historic vessels are right here in this area. You've got New Jersey, you've got the Olympia, you've got the big U, the USS John F. Kennedy, although, like the big U, you can't tour it, but I mean, still, you could see it in person with your own eyes. Matt, they can't because of laws. Well, it's probably referring to the kid doing that. They probably, it's probably more to do with Coast Guard regulation than it is laws, Matt, because here we're looking at the New Jersey. You had civilians that could buy tickets and ride the ship. I'm sure they could do that with the kid as well if they could get past whatever, like Coast Guard regulations they would have to get through. Still in all, I seriously doubt it's not even going to be discussed, So it's not something at all to get excited about. And here's another shot of her. I mean, look how close they get to her. And you can tell she's still really sound. She's floating without a problem. Let's see. And here we go. If you look real good here, where I'm moving the mouse, that's the Olympia right there. So you're looking at two historic vessels, the Big U and the Olympia, through the bridge of BB-62. And that's just amazing. So, and here's another shot. This is just iconic, this right here. Look at this. Matt, I could call my dad's old boss at Crosby and ask to ride the tug. He said if I ever needed anything to let him know. Again, Matt, I'm gonna go with my default answer and say Coast Guard regulations, because even the tugboat companies have to adhere to whatever the Coast Guard regulations are. Aaron says the sub is behind it. But how iconic is this, guys? We've got BB-62 and the Big U right there in the same image. It's just amazing. And Ryan Zemansky took this photo while he was on New Jersey. For those of you who may not know, Ryan Zemansky is the curator for the USS New Jersey Museum. We're looking at the USS John F. Kennedy here. Sadly, she is going to be scrapped. The decision has already been made. Max says, "Wow, great pick." He's talking about this one here that I just showed. Yeah, it's an amazing picture. That is absolutely amazing. Let's zoom in here. Submarine, is it Bacuna? But I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. SS-319 is a Baleo-class sub launched on January 30th, 1944. Wolf is here. Wolf, how are you doing, my friend? You missed some good stuff so far, Wolf, but you made it in time because there is actually something specifically I wanted to show you. What ship is that? Looks like a carrier. Wolf, that is the USS John F. Kennedy, the ship that is right by the Big U and BB-62, which unfortunately is going to be scrapped. As I was saying a few seconds ago, the decision has already been made. Nothing's going to undo it. Nothing's going to save it. She's going to be scrapped. I was busy working on a model and forgot. Oh, you're good. What model were you working on, by the way? Yeah. So that's going to wrap up the images I've got for this week to show you guys. But I want to show you guys this other thing real quick. For those who have been watching for a while, you know, last November when I went to tour when I went do my dry dock tour of USS Texas, I also went to the Galveston Naval Museum because you could practically walk from where the Texas was at the time of the dry dock tour to the Galveston Naval Museum. They're that close. Wolf, I wanted to learn how to paint a little better, so I bought a cheap model of HMS Belfast to practice with. Oh well, let's talk about that in the model channel in Discord after, if you're interested. Maybe we can bounce some ideas off of each other. When I went to the Galveston Naval Museum, as you guys know, I collect magnets. Those are like my souvenirs when I go places, and I was not happy with the magnet selection at all that the Galveston Naval Museum had to offer, so I ended up not buying any. But I still want a magnet of the Cavalla and the Stuart, just as a memento that I went on those ships. So, having said that, I decided to design my own magnets for each ship, and this is what I came up with for the USS Cavalla. I'm going to have this made into a magnet to go with the rest of my magnets. It says, sunk the Japanese carrier Shokaku, June 19th, 1944. That is like as you can see, the little patch for the Cavalla, SS-244. She was a Gato-class sub, sister ship to USS Drum, which is, excuse me, which is at the USS Alabama Museum. And down here at the bottom, it says Galveston Naval Museum. Max says, very nice. Thank you, Max. I have not started on a design for the Stuart yet. Maybe by next week or something, I'll have that ready. So, yep. That's all the images I've got to show you guys this week. Max, very nice. Wolf, I like that. Karen, like it. Thank you all very much. So, we are going to finish out the stream with some Warships footage. And give me a sec. I'm going to get that rolling. Let's see. I just got to remember where I put it. Here we go. And there. So, like I said, we're going to spend the last half of the stream looking at some Warships footage. We've got DD 661 here. And guys, while this starts up, I'm going to go grab I'm going to go grab my drink. I will be back in just a second. All right. Aaron, yes, the kid. DD 661. Guys, I don't know if if any of you are subscribed to the kids' YouTube channel, but they have been slaying it with the content lately. Ever since the ship went in the dry dock, they have really amped up their content on their Facebook page and their YouTube page. Go check it out. If you're on Facebook, go like their page. If you're on YouTube, follow their channel. Their content has been absolutely fantastic. And also, earlier in the week, I went ahead and submitted some of my footage that I got of the ship heading to dry dock to the museum. They did the last video they did, which was earlier in the week. They mentioned that some of the footage they had was donated to them. So I was like, well, I wonder, so I asked the question, I was like, I have some footage that you guys might be interested in. So where would I send it to? And they told me where to send it. I went ahead and sent it to them. I hope they're able to put it to good use. That would be really cool. Seeing my own footage on the ship's YouTube channel. Matt also has some really nice footage of the ship heading to dry dock as well. And we played that footage a few weeks ago. If you guys want to see his footage, also you can go to his YouTube channel, Life Through a Lens. If you're not sure, go to my channel and go to the home page of my channel. Scroll all the way down. There's a section that says channels I like, and you'll see Matt's channel in there. That'd be the easiest way to find it, because I think there's more than one channel with that name. And of course, if you can't, yes, Matt, you can put a link in the chat. That's fine. Yeah, go ahead. But yeah, if you want to donate to the dry docking effort for the kid, you can go to the kid's website. Let me I don't remember the URL. Let me pull up the kid's website real quick, so I don't want to give anyone the wrong link. Oh yeah, I know, Mark. I know you're sub because you usually when they have a video, I see you in there. Let's see, USS Kid. That's easy. It's usskid.com. That's the kid's website. So if you want to donate to the kid, you can. Of course, obviously, I've made donations to the kid before. I'll make more in the future as when I can afford it. Disclaimer, I am not affiliated with the USS Kid Museum in any way, shape, or form. I'm not getting any money or anything else, any compensation of any kind to pimp their stuff. You guys know I'm extremely passionate about the kid, and I want this dry dock. I want them to get as much done in this dry dock as they can. The more money they raise while it's at the dry dock, the more stuff they can do to the ship. Aaron says, amazing that ship goes 60 kilometers per hour. Oh, them destroyers were super fast, Aaron. And you think about, here's something interesting. You think about how fast the kid is. She's going 37 knots, and you can't see it in here because my camera's blocking out the corner, the bottom left-hand corner of the HUD. But she's going 37 knots in this footage. The SS United States could match that speed. A 990-foot ocean liner could match the speed of this 2,050-ton Fletcher-class destroyer. Imagine that. And I remember that was one of the things I remember reading about the Big U. She was so fast that the waves hitting the very tip of the bow were like sandblasting the paint off of the hull. That's how fast the Big U was. And when she broke the Queen Mary's record, she broke it by over a day. I forget the exact time, but it was like over a day. She was that much faster. Moonzer's here. Moonzer, how are you doing, my friend? Welcome. Hope you had a good week. Moonzer, what's been going on with you? It's summertime, vacations. Summer vacations are coming up for people. You going to the Queen Mary anytime soon? You going to check out any other ships? That's a good question for you guys. How many museum ships have you been to? And I know Steve and I kind of more or less debated whether or not the Queen Mary is a museum ship. In some capacity, she is. That is not her only purpose, though. So I would count the Queen Mary in museum ships for the purposes of the discussion. Max says, it is really impressive how fast SSUS could go. Absolutely. The blue ribbon winner forever. Mooser says, I've been good. I'm visiting Queen Mary pretty soon. Well, that's awesome, Moon. Get us some updated pictures when you go, and we will certainly post those in the live stream, as soon as you send them to us. Who was it that went to the North Carolina a while back? I was thinking about this the other day. Max. It was Max. Max just says, I've only been to USS North Carolina. So Max went to North Carolina recently, and he shared some of his pictures, and we took a look at those in the live stream one week. Poor Wolf, 0. Wolf, you need to get a car, my dude. That way you can at least go to Galveston. You could come to Baton Rouge, and we could tour those ships together. I may have seen them before, but like I wouldn't go tour them again. Mark, I've just been to the USS Intrepid, but I was a kid, 1980s. Wow. Here we go. Aaron, 5 submarines, 2 aircraft carriers, 2 battleships, dozens of others. Yeesh. Yeah, you've got me beat, Aaron. I think I've been on either 7 or 8 total. I have to. I'll come up with a list after I'm done reading chat. Wolf agreed. I need to see those beautiful vessels. You most certainly do. And really, I kind of have an idea of where you're at in Texas. That you could get to Galveston in under a day, Wolf. So it's just a matter of you know having transportation there and paying for a hotel. Moons are Max. How much has changed on board since 2008? Karen, the Kid, and the Alabama. Yep, I've been on those two multiple times. Aaron, my list is as follows. I'll start from the West Coast and work my way to the East Coast. So I have been on uh, Midway, Stewart, Cavala. I did the dry dock tour of the Texas. Kidd multiple times. Alabama and Drum multiple times. And North Carolina. Those are all the ones that I've been on. Wolf, yep. Hopefully, I'll see some ships soon. My man, when you get a car and you're planning a trip, you let me know. We will go hang out and tour the ships together. And I guarantee you, when you get to Baton Rouge and you check out DD 661, especially when she comes back from dry dock, that is going to be a sight to behold. Because in case anybody doesn't know yet, you see the paint scheme on the ship right here in Warships. That is the current scheme that the ship is painted in. However, she's not going to look like that when she comes back. She is going to be in a dazzle scheme. Moonser, when I get my van, I'm going to travel to a lot of ships. Hell yes. Moonser, have you looked into the USS Alabama at all since you won the magnet? Have you studied up on her at all? And is she on your list? Is the USS Alabama a ship you would go and visit? Oh, well, that would be awesome. Can't wait for that. Hell yes. And he Wolf says, Dazzle Scheme, yes, in all caps. Yes. She is going to be in Dazzle, and I can't wait to see what she's going to look like. Moonser says, yes, I have. I asked him about has he looked into the Alabama at all, and that's fantastic, Wolf. I mean, the Wolf. Moonser, I'm glad to hear that. I really am. She is a big, beautiful beast, and you definitely want to put her on your list of ships that you want to see at some point in your life. The Alabama needs to be on your list. There is I don't know if I want to say I don't like revealing where people live, even if I know where they live. I don't or like their state. Um, I can think of ships that are relatively close to people if I at least know what state they live in. That's how I know which ships are close to Wolf. I know of at least one that's close to Moonser, but I don't know if he wants me telling people what state they live in. So I'm going to skip that for now. Wolf, can't wait to see a Dazzle paint scheme on a destroyer, right? And on the Kid at that, the Pirate of the Pacific. Wolf, I love her current paint scheme, but Dazzle, that's just awesome. I couldn't agree more. I can't wait to see what she's going to look like in that Dazzle scheme. Aaron, going back to Yorktown in the next few months. Oh, I came really close to visiting Yorktown and Laffey a few years ago. So um, there was a kid I know that went to boot camp at for the Marine Corps, MCRD Paris Island. As for those of you who may not know, Paris Island is there's two places in the United States where you go for Marine boot camp. And oh, hello, beautiful. Uh, Old Reliable has joined us, folks. Old Reliable is here. Um, that just kind of caught my eye for a minute. Now we get to look at one of the most beautiful ocean liners to ever exist. But anyway, there's two places in the country you go for Marine Corps boot camp. San Diego and Paris Island, South Carolina. And I have been to both, actually. When we were going to Paris Island, Charleston is really not that far away from Paris Island. And if you don't know, um, Yorktown and USS Laffey are in Charleston. So you could tour both those ships and you could tour Fort Sumter all at the same time. Let's see. I know I missed some chat here. Well, if only they could give Alabama or Massachusetts a dazzle scheme. I'm going to go with Alabama just because she's closer and I can see her more often. Mark, Olympic. Max says, all hail Olympic. Yes. All hail, Old Reliable, a warship, a veteran of a war. Old Reliable. Moons are yay Olympic. Karen, such a beauty. She most certainly is. All hail the beautiful Olympic. Moons are what cars are you into? You mean like which ones do I what are like my dream cars that I'd like to own, or what am I, what do I prefer as, Ford, Chevy, Toyota, the more common cars. As far as like dream cars, Lamborghini Countach has always been like my ultimate dream car. I think even today she still looks incredible, as do most of the newer Lamborghinis. In fact, look what I've got right here in front of me, guys. I've got a model of a Lamborghini Countach. And I always keep that right here on my desk. Wolf says, I have the game. This was made in, but I still can't figure out how to actually make this stuff. Well, Wolf, the good news is you don't have to make this. So Milan made this in the game. Milan made Olympic, he made Titanic, and I'm fairly certain he made BB-35 as well in this game. So you don't have to make them. You just you have to go to I forget the website that he uploaded them to, but I know Milan, I know you're going to see the replay of this. Would you mind posting the links for your ships here in Simple Planes in the general gaming channel in Discord when you see this? So yeah, you don't have to build them, Wolf. Milan's already done it for you. I know he's made those three. He's made other ships as well. I don't remember what the other ones are. Moons are common cars like Chevy. Moons are. I'm a fan of Toyota. That's my personal preference. I'm not a big Chevy guy. Not a big Ford guy. Moonser's absolute dream car is a Rolls Royce. Oof, that's a name I ain't heard in a while. Wolf says, that's really cool, but I still enjoy making stuff a lot. Yeah, I get that. By the way, did you tell us, Wolf, which model you were working on? I don't. I might have missed if you put that in here or not. Wolf, I've been building a lot of fictional ships in Minecraft as of late. Interesting. Karen says Toyota. Aaron, Toyota is the best car in the world. Yeah, I'm a Toyota guy. I will. That's what I stick with. Moons are they're like 300,000 uh, for the Rolls Royce. Yeah, Lamborghinis run about that same thing. Wolf, it was HMS Belfast. Okay. Mark, Toyota is bulletproof. Yeah, because it would, yeah, unless you unload a submachine gun on one, that engine's not dying. Wolf, an old kit from Airfix from like the 70s, not bad for its age. You know what I was thinking about? Speaking of like the models and stuff, I haven't checked for a while, but I wonder if the Airfix Queen Elizabeth model, if there are any copies of that model still out there. And that also reminds me, guys. I know the last couple of weeks we've not had a video of the week, um, but uh, I'm going to a modeling show tomorrow, and Matt's going to be joining me as well. We're gonna go hang out and look at some different model planes, model cars, ships, dioramas, you name it. And I'll be making a video about that. So we'll have a video of the week. We'll be back next week with a brand new video, and it will be a model building video. Aaron, I'll send a like on your Discord. Moons, I don't know much about Toyota. No worries. Moons, I'm too young to drive, but maybe in a few years. No worries. You'll have plenty enough time to figure out what type of vehicle works for you, Moonzer. Just Toyota works for me, and that's why I stick with it. I think he ends this footage too with like the $1 million shot. But of course, obviously with Olympic and not Titanic. Did I tell you guys a few weeks ago I listened to the audiobook of A Night to Remember? I was never ever going to actually read the book, and I've always wanted to, so I just decided to buy the audiobook. I had plenty enough time to listen a few weeks ago over the course of a couple of days. So I did, and it's really good. I mean, like the movie, um, there's the ending is not accurate because it was the book and the movie were both done long before the wreck was ever discovered, and the general consensus was that people believed the ship sunk intact. Aaron says, "Nice, dude. Is it on Audible?" I am not sure, Aaron. The way I listened to it was I bought it on Apple's like ebook store, whatever it was, because I Bluetooth my phone to the radio in the vehicle, and I listened to it that way. Mark, I love Not to Remember book. Book is much better. Well, the thing is, though, with and it's an age-old debate: is a book better? Is a movie better than the book adaptation? The difference is with the book, you can really fit so much more information, whereas with a movie, due to time constraints, you have to edit out a lot of things. And there we go, the $1 million shot. Here we go, Olympic, all reliable, sailing off into the distance. So what do we have next? Ah, Mighty Mo. Looks like we're going to finish off this week's stream with BB-63. Notice there's a ship in the background. Hold on. Let's pause this. There is a ship right here, and it's a 4-funnel. And then you've got this big 2-funnel right here. I'm wondering if that over there is Aquitania, and I'm wondering if that is Normandy. That's kind of what they look like to me. Mark, Mo, yes. But yeah, look far off in the background, but by the Statue of Liberty, you can see the 4 funnels. I have a strong feeling that's Aquitania. Swig a drink. And look, there's a 3-funnel ship coming off in the distance over there too. I know we're supposed to be looking at Mo, but Max says that looks like SS Rex. Okay. It could be. I am not entirely certain. I just know we're looking at Mighty Mo here in all her glory. Moonzer says Normandy had 3 funnels. Right. So, but Normandy's funnels were pretty wide, as I remember. So yeah, okay. So 2 of you are saying Rex, and I did screw up and miss the funnel count on Normandy. So yeah, chances are you guys are probably right. It was probably Rex. And here we go. We're going to finish off looking at Mo here. Favorite Iowa class battleship. Yeah, the far one in the back looked like Aquitania. Yeah, I think that one that was all the way in the back looked like Aquitania too. Mark thinks one of them might have been Andrea Doria. Wolf says I started playing Warships again. Matt Mo in the snow. No, Aaron, this is BB-63. New Jersey is BB-62. And we're going to watch Mo wreck some shop here to close things out. Oh, wait, no. I'm apologies, Aaron. I'm an idiot. I asked you guys, what's your favorite Iowa? You were saying New Jersey is your favorite Iowa. For me, it's always been Mo. Wisconsin has been catching up to her. But for the historical significance, one of the biggest events in the history of the world happened on Mo's decks, which that would be the surrender of Japan to end World War II. And I'm not just a ship guy. I'm also I'm a big history guy in general, and I also love World War II. And probably next month, I'm going to be going back to the World War II Museum. I'm really fortunate to have the World War II Museum right at my back door. If you guys ever make it down here to Louisiana, World War II Museum and the Kid, top of your list. You will not be disappointed. Let's see. Mark says, I like Mo. Yes. Moonzer, I want to visit the USS Texas. Well, if you ever get to visit BB-35, USS Texas, Moonzer, let me know, and maybe we can do a meetup, because I am definitely going back to Texas at some point. But it won't be until she reopens as a museum ship, because as far as I know, I think the dry dock tours are over because she's not in dry dock anymore. Wolf, I've been playing a U.S. destroyer and managed to single-handedly sink 5 warships in one match. Wolf, did you see that screenshot I posted a few nights ago all the torpedo hits I got in one match. That was definitely a record for me. Speaking of torpedoes, and we just, oh, wow, we missed them. We'll have 2 battleships, 1 destroyer, 1 light cruiser, 1 aircraft carrier. I haven't been playing Warships a whole lot. I've been a little bit annoyed lately with their whole DLC thing. It just kind of been rubbing me the wrong way. Mark, I also like my state's namesake, USS Pennsylvania, BB 38, lead ship of her class, sister to the Arizona. Max, I would love to visit BB 35. Yes, you guys will not be disappointed if you visit the USS Texas. I can promise you that. Moonzer James, you should come up to Ohio and Michigan. So many freighters. Oh, yeah, no kidding. Yeah, you guys are loaded with freighters up there. Moonzer, there is a sub, USS Cod, that is in Cleveland, and she is a museum ship. You could go check her out if you'd like. That's relatively close to you, I would think. Oh, Wolf, I got all my kills from being an annoying player. Who cares? Oh, we're not closing out with Mighty Mo, guys. We are going to close out with the lead ship of the class here, BB 61, USS Iowa, right here. Moonzer sounds good. May not be for a while, but I'll get to it. Yeah, definitely go check it out. Wolf been rushing and using their friends as shields and getting really close so they couldn't dodge my torps. Aaron, is she out of dry dock yet? Are you talking about Texas, Aaron? She's not in dry dock, but she is not yet open either. They are, like, as far as I know, the hull repairs and all that stuff is done. She is still, she's getting all of her deck guns reinstalled. They're doing a lot of other work that has to be done to the ship now before it can be reopened for tourism. And just a reminder, guys, by the way, we know Kid's been gone for a couple of months from her home now. Just a friendly reminder, in case you may not know or have not realized, Kid is not in dry dock yet. She is at the shipyard waiting for her turn to go into dry dock. So just in case anybody wasn't aware of that. Moonzer, yes, I haven't seen her yet, but I've seen the William G. Mather, which is right next to the Browns Stadium. I was in Cleveland a few nights ago for a concert. Oh, very nice. I've got a longtime friend that lives in Akron. Someone I've known for like over 15 years now. But yeah, next time you're in Cleveland, go to USS Cod. In fact, let me look up the Cod real quick before we go on, because we're going to be wrapping it up here in a few minutes, guys. Let's see, USS Cod. Oh, wow, no kidding. USS Cod is a Gato-class submarine, which means she is a sister ship of Drum and Kavala. That is freaking cool. Okay, guys, it is 8 o'clock. We're at the 1 hour mark. I'm going to get ready to wrap it up here. You guys know the schedule of content. Monday through Friday, the video short of the day, which is random, comes out at 11 o'clock. And when I say random, it could be it could be about anything. So, yeah, those come out Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock. Our weekly live stream is at 7 o'clock, and our videos of the week are at 7 on Friday mornings. These are all U.S. Central Time. Let's see. Stay tuned. There may or may not be a surprise stream tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for you this week. We will be back again always at our regular times next week. So I hope you all have a great weekend. And until the next time, you guys know the drill. Drive safely.